working. It's difficult loading them up while they're trying to nurse off of it. I think we can iron that out a little bit. Maybe have like a zip tie over the top that holds it while it's upside down maybe. That you just slide it into, and that way you just flip it up and it'll be like quick. And this little guy, he is amazing. He takes all the milk, he goes one by one. Huckleberry, there you go. Reba, Flora, Bambi, Shamrock, Bambi, Reba, bought in the Ozarks. Today is the day, the third day, scheduled to deliver this infamous, this burdensome shed. I asked the guy at the hauler, like, hey, are they still on for today? Is it still gonna be delivered? I haven't heard anything back from them. I also asked him if he would put in writing his guarantee that he will refund any money that I could lose by putting a deposit down for the shed. He never responded back to me, which tells me that no, he never planned on refunding any of the money. But thankfully we haven't put any money down. The seller's just sort of like, I didn't ask, he didn't ask. So we're just, and he's been showing the shed to other people in case this falls through. And I have a very strong hunch that I am never gonna see this shed here. We are not out any money. Today is the last try. I'm waiting to hear back from this guy if he actually is going to deliver the shed. I'm also waiting on the shed seller to ask what's going on, because this is about the time of day he asks what's going on. But I have no news for him because the hauler has not responded to my messages. I could call, but I'm kind of like, do I want to know? You know, I don't know. So we'll see. Another reason, don't buy a shed off Facebook Marketplace. Guys, here. Guys, get back. They are loading the shed right now. They wouldn't get back to me this morning, and now they're loading it. So I don't want that leaving this guy's property without us paying for it. So we're getting in the car and we're going. So, do I have a shed now? Yes, yes, I do. Here it is, the great chicken barn. It's really cool seeing it here. It's really cool. So there's gonna be a run in the front, plenty of room for a run in the front. Here's the inside. So imagine 4 coops in here, which I think I'll have to measure things out again. Let me get to the drama, at least what I think happened. I am so confused about this. So what happened? I was in my room getting ready to have videos out. I'm sorting out the shed video, part 1, this video, part 2, a video of just things that I did, like I shaved Blizzard's udder and got her ready a month ago, gave CDT shots to everybody who needed it 2 days ago, and you know, just little things that we've done around the farm. I've got like 4 videos I'm kind of starting to put together, and I'm compiling how they're gonna go, and I get a ding on my phone. Calling has finally responded to my message from this morning and my other message that I sent out at noon, because I was wondering what's going on. They're like, oh yeah, they're loading it. I have not paid for the shed. At that point, it's like stealing, you know? So I was like, okay. I messaged the seller, let him know what's going on. It's the first thing I did. And then like, gotta get out the door. I got in the car with Mom, and we just, after I got the money, of course. We got there, handed him the money. He was fine with it, even though the shed was gone. And in fact, we passed it on the highway. And I go, there it is. Hi, bye. Handed the guy the money, and he seemed okay with the fact that the shed was gone. He's just happy to have it gone, I guess, happy to have the money. And I thought he was gonna count it from us, but I said it's there, and he decided just to trust us, so that's good. And then we got home, and the shed's already put where it is now, and Dad's talking to the trucker guy, and it becomes clear that some weird things have happened. So this guy who delivered the shed has never heard of the hauling company that was supposed to deliver the shed. He was contracted to another shed company in Jefferson City, 100 miles away from us. He normally just does business with them, but he took this, something happened and he took this separate job. Well, from his higher ups took this job. Here's what I think happened. By the way, I have edited out the name of the hauling company because I don't want any drama with that. Hauling, the guy, he's starting up this business, and I think he wanted to do right by me because he said that he was going to get this here. Kudos for that. Thank you. He did it. I mean, I couldn't have done it, so he did it. It's here, which is amazing. Like, it is here. I would have liked it if it was more like a direct way, but he pulled some strings and got it here. I wish he would have updated me on what he was doing. What I'm trying to get at here is I wish the hauling company would have put us in contact with this actual proper hauling company like a week and a half before. We would have been able to avoid the rush fee and all this confusion, and he should have been honest about not being able to actually move this himself. Instead of this confusion, he should have been more straightforward. I think he wanted it to get here before the weekend because that's what I said. He followed through with that in his own way. But he didn't use his company name or anything. He just sort of did this almost like a private individual, pulled some strings to get somebody to move this for him. And so this guy shows up, instead of hauling paying this guy to move the shed and then me paying hauling or something, but we just paid this guy straight up. The hauler is not making any money at all off of this, so that's good. I hope he doesn't ask for more money. I mean, it's here, but I think he panicked. I deeply believe that he realized this was too much. He did what he had to do to get it here, so that's great. I have mixed feelings about this. It's just the way that it happened. It's just, what? So anyway, the guy who actually got it here is just as confused as I am about what's going on. He'd never heard of this company that I had been talking to. He heard of an individual. The fee was a lot higher because it was a rush fee because they had to rearrange the schedule to get this here by this weekend. So that's because I needed it by this weekend. Or the buyer was going to sell to somebody else, so it's good. He was really thinking about me, so I have mixed feelings. I really have confusion about how to feel. Very grateful that it's here, that the guy, original hauler, was thinking of me and made it happen no matter what. But it was $370 more than we had been price quoted because of the rush fee and paying somebody else to do this. I'm happy that the hauler knew that this was too much. He was gonna move it with like a bobcat or something to pick it up and put it on a trailer, which the guy who dropped the shit off today said that was not going to work. They see that happen and it goes wrong. They break windows and they break walls and stuff. So, good. The original seller and I are not out a shed that's broken. Nothing happened to the shed. This guy who did it today had an actual machine like a shed moving company does. Sorry, my hand's cramping. He had an actual machine that can move the whole shed almost like in a cartoon and put it exactly where you want it to. And it's just no big deal for him. It's just quick like that. No damage done at all. The guy's yard is completely great. That's what I was worried about because he's going to be selling his house. So it was nice that everything's worked out. It's here. Looks good, you know? Somehow it got here. But the guy's really confused. So apparently there's something about, when I talked about how the permits got pulled and stuff, he said, well, the permit, it got pulled because of the highway, something about maybe too much traffic or an accident or something the day of. Like a couple hours before it was scheduled to be moved. The hauler said that Missouri pulled his permit. The hauler today said that doesn't happen, but he does a yearly permit. So maybe he doesn't experience this problem. Maybe a small day-to-day guy does. But this also means that the hauler that I had been contacting doesn't do enough business to warrant a yearly permit, which also raises a flag to me. He's never heard of traffic conditions being something that gets your thing pulled. I thought I read that it is a thing. So when you have the yearly permit, I think you get prioritized, I think. And a small-time odd jobs thing doesn't. So I don't know. I'm kind of with the original hauler. I do think maybe, that sounds believable to me, but the hauler today said that doesn't happen. I'll back up my original guy for that. I think that's plausible. But as to why the original hauler didn't get this here today, or at least why didn't he tell me all this was going on? That is the confusing part of this. I'm glad if it was too much for him that he didn't try it. I'm not paying the original hauler anything. I don't know what's going on, but the trucker today seemed to think that he was going to pay us the difference. So I'm like, so he's going to be out money himself then. I don't know. But it's here. My chicken barn. A chicken barn in my dreams. The stress is over with, and it's here. So I didn't stress myself out fighting for this for nothing. I've got my chicken barn. One of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to have a run out front. I told you guys that. A couple fruit trees. Dad was thinking maybe some mulberry trees. That's fine. Maybe a coast of dogwood to pollinate the other dogwood I've got behind this thing. Sunflowers around it, you know, like the tall ones. That would give this thing immediate shade. And I think it might be easier for our neighbors to look at. Yeah, this thing is tall. It's a big, tall thing. So it is off the ground quite a bit, which we are going to have to fix. One day there could be something in the back that matches the color scheme I have in my head. So I don't like this original color here. I want white, not this, beige. And I'd like a more natural wood color. But that's just nitpicky, you know? It did well. It did well, my friend. Am I confused? Yes. Yes, I am confused. The fight for who is the big alpha goat. And it's still Pumpkin. Somehow. Here's a question I just came up with. Is it all right that these bricks still look the way that they do? Is it all right that it's, I guess it's on it enough, right? Yeah, I think it's on it enough. It's not like we're gonna have any wind anytime soon, right? I've noticed a couple changes with Blizzard. No mucus plug yet, but she's kind of acting just off enough for me to panic and bring everything out here. Well, not panic, but get excited, you know? And bring everything out here. You know, I got everything ready for this. She keeps putting her head through, just sort of kicking her legs out and acting a little funny. I thought she was having a very strong contraction earlier when she was standing up. So I'm watching for some restlessness to start, or anything else. It didn't look like her sides had dropped. This. Looks pretty nice from here. Even the back's kind of pretty. What a beautiful, stunning bird.